Hello everyone, this is Rohit Maur and today I'm going to start the tutorial sheet of Unit 4, which is slope and deflection of the beam. We already have a lecture about the slope and deflection beam where we discuss the slope equation, which is a double integration of the value of x with respect to y and comes as a multiplicative form with the modulus of rigidity as a moment of inertia. The question is d2y dx2 multiplied by ei is equal to m. We also called as mu, and we further discuss the different methods about how to solve this particular equation in different scenarios or methodology. So into which we discussed the Macaulay's method and the other method. So this is a few questions I'm going to discuss today, which based on this equation and find out how to get to solve any particular beam, loaded beam, to find the slope and deflection at any point as given in the question. Okay, so let's just find the question. So first question is simply supported beam with distance between the supported as L has a overhang on the right at a distance small l from the right support. The beam carries a point load W capital at the right end. Determine slope over each support, slope at the right end, deflection at the right end, maximum deflection between the supports, and above values if small l is equal to L by 4, where capital L is the length of the simply supported beam. As you can see in the figure, we have two supports at A and B, and we denoted as RA and RB, and we have a overhanging part which is having a length small l, and the capital W is the concentrated load placed at point C, as you can see all. So first of all, we have to find the support direction, as we always do to find or do any further analysis of the beam. So first we take moment about B. So if we take a moment about B, okay, then we consider RA as the upward reaction or a support reaction, not that as you see right now on the figure. So in that case, if you assume RA in the upward direction, then the bending moment comes as in clockwise direction, and you already see the W is working, creating moment is also in the clockwise direction. That's why RA into L is, which is moment due to reaction RA, is positive, and W into L small l is also comes as a positive value. Then the value of RA is negative WL by L, where small n and capital L. That shows that the reaction RA in upward direction consisting the negative value. That means the real RA value is coming from downward direction, having the positive value of WL upon L. Okay, if we putting this value upside down, then the RA value is going to be positive. But if we assume it comes in upward direction and towards the top of the beam as we took in the first place, then it's having a negative value showing the direction. Then we can easily find the value of RB by subtracting the into the total load, which is capital W. Then as you can see that total load is capital W minus the value of RA, which is negative. Then we have a value of RB reaction. Then we're going to solve further part. We have to assume section. You can see we have a two section AB and BC. So one by one we going to find the generalized moment equation for this overhang beam. Now if you get to find the generalized bending moment equation, then we first cut the first section between A and B and having a distance from A support. If I can draw it, this is a section and this is a distance, we assume x. Okay, the bending moment comes due to RA is RA into x simply. So if you can see that here we have a RA into x, and this vertical line shows the change of section. Then we cut the different section here. Let's just cut it here. Now we cut a different section. Again we have a distance x. Okay, and this is a left. Remaining distance is this. Then what about now? The bending moment is this part, which is L plus L upon L into W, which is RB into x minus L. And what is the distance of x minus L? This is total x. Okay, if we minus x into capital L, then we have a distance this. So about this point we have a bending moment of a reaction RB, which is RB into this distance. Okay, then we put it in the equation. This is our slope equation, and now we going to use the Macaulay's method to solve this equation. So by integrating this equation, this particular equation, we have this equation. Okay, by simply integrating we have a constant C1, and other values also get changed. As you can see, x becomes x square by 2 and x minus L the whole square upon 2. Okay, then we again integrate this particular equation and we have a equation in terms of EIY, where y is a deflection, and in above equation dy upon dx is a slope of the generalized slope equation for the beam. So now we have to find the constant value, and basically how to find the constant value, we simply put the boundary conditions of based on the condition as being given into the question. So we have a simply supported beam and a hovering line. So we can easily find the value where does the slope is 0, where does the maximum deflection has occurred, where does the deflection is 0. So all these conditions we can easily put the boundary conditions. So at a point, as you can see in the figure, when x becomes 0, y becomes 0, where y is equal to deflection. We already know that deflection at the support is always 0. That's why by putting these two values x and y0 in this equation, this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0. What we left with this. Okay, but in case of applying this boundary condition, this load doesn't exist. We only consider this part, first part, where RA is applying, because we applying at a point the boundary conditions. That's why we didn't consider this. So we can easily say that C2 is equal to 0. We are not considering this because this load is out of the domain of the section we are considering at a point. Okay, now if we put x equal to L, that means x equal to L means we are talking about the point B, support reaction B, where deflection is also 0. Now putting these two values in this equation, then we have this part becomes 0, EIY is equal to 0, we have x cube is equal to L cube, C1x becomes C1L. Then we can find the value of C1, which is W small l capital L upon 6. and now we put these two constant value in the generalized equation, which is this, and we have a final this slope equation. Okay, and deflection equation also, but we discussed that in later. So now what we're going to do, now we have to solve the slope at any particular point. So as you refer in the question, where did we going to find the slope, which is at each support and at right end. So at each support, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. These are the point A and point B. These all two are the supports of a beam. So if we put x equal to 0 in this equation, we have WL upon 6EI. This is a slope at A point. If we put x equal to capital L, then we calculate it as this value. That means this is a value of slope in B point or B support. Now at C point, where the load is actually working and placed, then we have to put the value of x is capital L plus small l in the equation. Then we have calculate the value of slope as this, minus WL upon 6EI bracket 2 capital L plus 3 small l. Now this is a slope value of at C. Now deflection at right end. So to find the deflection, we have to use this equation by putting C1 and C2 values in this. Then we comes as this equation, EIY is equal to this part. Now we have to find the deflection at C point, right end. Then we have to put the value of x equal to capital L plus small l, and by putting the value of x as L plus L in this equation, we solved this in this form, which is minus WL square upon 3EI L plus L. That means the slope at point C is this amount. Okay, now the maximum deflection between support. We already know the maximum deflection also occurred, which is between the two supports of A and B. So how to find that? So by to find the maximum deflection, we have to always do the differentiation of the equation and put it to the 0. But in this case, we already have a differentiated form of this equation, which is EI dy upon dx, which is also be known as slope equation, is equal to minus WL upon 2L x square plus WL upon 6 is equal to 0. If we put this equation equal to 0, then we can easily find the value of x. And where what x shows is, here x shows the distance where the maximum slope occurred. Sorry, maximum deflection occurred, because we know that wherever the maximum deflection is, slope is it becomes 0. So in other words, you can also be said in this equation, in slope equation, you can easily put the value of dy upon dx equal to 0, and this whole part becomes 0, as you can see here, and we have a value of x equal to L upon under root 3. Okay, then the y max, then the maximum slope is calculated by putting this value. Then the maximum slope can be calculated by putting this x value into the deflection equation, which is this. Okay, by putting x is equal to capital L by under 3 into this equation, we can find the maximum deflection, which is spaced at this distance from the support. Okay, then placing the value, we can calculate it as W small l capital L square upon 9 under 3 into EI. And we already have one relation into the question, which is small l is equal to capital L by 4. When small l is equal to capital L, the solution can be obtained either from the above result directly or by forming the slope and deflection equation from this case. So at slope A is equal to this amount by solving, and slope at B is this amount, slope at C this amount, and deflection at C this amount, and maximum deflection is this one, by simply putting the value of small l is equal to capital L by 4. All the values of we obtained earlier can be written in this form. Okay, so this is a question we discussed for method based on Macaulay's method, okay, where we have a double differential equation which can easily find the deflection and slope in any beam loaded with any type of loading, which can be consolidated or UDL, uniformly distributed. Okay, so further questions we discuss later on in the later videos. Okay, and please ask question in the comment box. Okay, thank you.